Hello. I wanted to talk about the language that I wanted to focus on for linguistic anthropology. And the language that I wanted to focus on was the language of ignorance within any given culture. And some of the important books that I wanted to look into. Um, for now, I have Neil Postman, Amusing Ourselves to Death, um, Allegory of the Cave by Plato, and Heart Sutra. As of now, the Heart Sutra is kind of like a placeholder. I mainly just kind of want to use it to further emphasize my point. And the main idea that I kind of wanted to focus on was the perception of information in any culture based on their epistemology. And now, epistemology is basically just the intake of information based on a society. And what I wanted to kind of focus on was how people intake or reject information based on their culture and their society and their surroundings, and how certain epistemology might cultivate a certain way of thinking that isn't really knowledgeable and more of ignorance, that is pushing back on what real truth is, what real knowledge is. Um, and I kind of wanted to focus on that by talking about how our epistemology has changed within our given society. And then I wanted to kind of explore and branch out into other societies. Um, and that's kind of the reason why wanted to choose the Heart Sutra, because the Heart Sutra is Buddhist. They're Buddhist thoughts, so a lot of it is going to have very I don't know if Eastern is the term for it, but very different thoughts and mindsets than what a Westerner would think. And the reason why I wanted to choose the Heart Sutra is because before the person who wrote it made it, um, they spent a considerable amount of time in the United States trying to learn from our perspective in order to better tell the story of the Heart Sutra, to better fit our epistemology and our way of thinking. And I just think that was very interesting that he was able to recognize that all of us in any society think very differently from one another because we intake information very differently. And he wanted to kind of align his thoughts with more Westerner ideas so that people are more willing to accept it. And that's kind of what I wanted to go into, and kind of that's why I wanted to choose the Allegory of the Cave, because I feel like it's a perfect place to kind of pull that information from, because the Allegory of the Cave was made as a response by Plato to the death of Socrates. Um, and the death of Socrates was a very, very important thing because he showed up to the courtroom not with the Society of Athens sense of truth, but his own. And that ultimately led to the people rejecting him and sentencing him to death. And I kind of wanted to explore that a little bit more and see how uh, people's mindsets can be changed if their sense of truth is acknowledged. And yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to focus on. Thank you so much. Have a great day.